Good morning, 8:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, November 28th, 2022. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. As we're going to start with the market recap, as we're about an hour and 16 minutes before the market opens, as we're in pre-market for the stock market. My voice is a little shot, so I only did the one update yesterday. I'm going to try to do 3 or 4 today. So I appreciate the support from everybody. If you pay attention to what I'm saying, you're out ahead of the market. It's that simple. I allow us to not lose our portfolio, but you have to be in tune with what I'm doing. Right now in the markets, the Dow is down about 10 points. Well, it's actually down 100 and something points. It was showing. So I think it's down more than 10 points. That's delayed. The DXY is down 0.39% or 41.5 cents to 105.64, which is incredible because the DXY is tanking at the same time as crypto, which is another bad sign for crypto. The U.S. 10-year government bonds, 10-year yield is at down 0.46% to 3.674, losing 1.7 basis points. Crude oil is down 3.15%, ladies and gentlemen, and here's what we've been waiting for, this drop down. Because as this drops down, PBR should be able to get back below $10 and hopefully get below this support line, support structure, and get down to my $8.91 target. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we could have a parabolic drop down, but I just don't see it coming back down to $4.94 yet. We've got the gold-silver ratio is up 0.25% to 82.09. We've got gold down $1 to 17.53. B2 gold and all commodities should be down this morning. We've got, you could have some small moves up, but I think gold and as a whole, it should have had a bigger move this morning with how much the US dollar dropped. So I think there's something more coming today. I think this is a sign. We've got platinum up 1.30% or $12.71 to 991.19. And we've got copper up 0.49% to 3.598 per pound. Total crypto market cap is down 1.97% to 774 billion. And we've got our extension phase that it's in our best interest, if you don't want this market to break, to hold this at 758 billion. If it doesn't, we've got a much larger drop in store, and the next move would be down to about 706 billion and then 658 billion. So we have to watch out for that very carefully. We've got Bitcoin this morning down 1.56% and barely holding on to 16,000 at 16,169. We have now broken outside of the initial. Here, let me get rid of this. We broke outside, or are trying to break outside of the initial. This is how we had it, and it's still within it just barely. We're looking to break 16,000. And we actually have this measured 100% on the nuts right now if it were to reverse down. When it was back in here, the pattern, I put this pattern rejection right here. And then if we rejected there, it would measure out to 11,657 would be the continuation to the downside. And it actually measures up perfectly with the continuation from up here and to here. So if this does break down, we're going to have a continuation to like 11,657. And one thing I want you to pay attention to this morning is this is a danger zone. This is a bearish continuation pattern, and we failed to break up over the weekend. When the DXY came down, crypto came down with it. So what happens when the DXY spikes again? Got XRP down 4.32% to 3,789. It was never able to get over the 404 and hold it. Got rejected up here at 407 for the last time. Was able to make it all the way up to 41.82 on this run over the weekend, but it got rejected. And now it looks like a topping reversal. And it's a bearish continuation, as we've been talking about. We thought the top end potential would have been 433 and it would have capped any upside. But as we talked about, that 404, if it couldn't stay over it and reverse back down, which it did, and then it got rejected on it, now it's starting this parabolic move down. Now we've come through this little uptrend here that I put here because this was a saving point, like an extension support. Now it's going to use this as rejection, and now look what's happening. Now we could possibly come all the way back down, and the easiest thing to show you with XRP is the perpetual futures chart. On the perpetual futures chart, You can see our next move down. We're going to try to contend with this bear flag at about 36.3. So that is the next layer I'm looking at. On a bearish continuation pattern, remember, folks, we seen this exact same thing. This looked like an inverted head and shoulders, and then it ended up creating a big top and reversal here out of nowhere. Is that what's happening again, like the broader pattern? Because I said the right shoulder would come up to here, and it's come very close. And it could be the right shoulder finally built, and once we break the bear flag, that's when we can get these parabolic moves to the downside. And like I've said, at any time, if we can get back over 433, it can change this pattern a little bit. But we're stuck firmly beneath here in this bearish zone. We're getting a bearish rejection right now, and if this holds true, we could make for some big drops this week. Look at that bearish continuation again on this bear flag that was formed on this drop. This drop on this bear flag will get you down in the middle here at about 35 cents. Just on that pattern. So there's a lot to watch this morning. Make sure you're paying attention. And I know a lot of you who watch me judge me. Or you feel like there could be bad calls in the past for whatever reason, which I don't understand how anybody can feel that way, but it's everybody's prerogative. Voila, Tom. Bob, I don't really have the voice to talk to you. Voila, Tom. It's been good watching this. Why is that, Bob? Voila, Tom. Everybody said it was going up, and once again, it didn't. Well, Bob, I said there was a chance it could go up, but if we couldn't hold the 404, we'd quickly reverse back down to 37 cents, or the 371. Voila, Tom, I know. I'm not talking about you. I know, Bob, but it becomes frustrating. I wish I could get a little bit more of a... I want the whole community to be on the same page for XRP and for crypto. I don't want anybody to lose money. So the bottom line is here, folks. I come here every single day. Yesterday was rough. I still did an update, but I could barely talk. As you know, from the Michigan-Ohio State game where Michigan beat the hell out of Ohio State down in Columbus for the first time since 2000. It's only normal that my voice would be gone for a couple days. But watch this market. It's a very, very trap incentivized market. Yesterday I made a long on algo. And this is what I do. I bought it at 24.44 or 24.45. It got up to 24.58 or 24.60. I put my take profit at 24.47. I made 17 cents. But it fell through all the way below 23 cents, so I'd have been liquidated, basically. I think it hit my liquidation price at 22.84. The point is there's ways to play the market and be able to even stay in profit on a very volatile market. You have to play it smart. That's why I advise everybody, join Tom's Army at $9.99 a month. By joining Tom's Army, get the exclusive Telegram. We talk futures all day in here. All day. And I even talked about, we got to go back here because when I'm sleeping, these guys are all doing their thing. Which is a fucking beautiful thing. Well, you can go in here. If you want to go in here and see everything I'm putting, you can go in there. This is for Tom's Army. God, these people always sending me stuff for commission. I'm not doing your shit, Haley. Like, that's another exchange. I'm not promoting people's shit. They always send me stuff on my Telegram, and it's so annoying. You don't have to worry about, I'm not doing no advertising. They want to give me 55% commission and $450 per video I put out for 2-minute videos. But it's annoying because I'm trying to keep my stuff straight. So if you want to join Tom's Army, be part of the ones who sponsor these updates so that I don't have to do advertising because I get offered it every single day. And eventually, if I'm not making the profits I think I need, I would end up doing that. But right now, I'm comfortable. And the community with 213 people shows me plenty of support, so I don't have to ruin the integrity of the show. That's the importance of what each and every one of you do. Don't forget that, who are in Tom's Army. So that I don't have to consider what Haley's saying and take her advertising route and get paid commission to push their bullshit. The commission's fine. The $450 per video is fine. And they want like 4 or 5 a week. So if I decide to take this show off the rails, it'll just mean that nobody's showing support in Tom's Army. So if you're on the fence, join Tom's Army for $9.99 a month so you don't have to see the station flooded up. It's that simple. Because if I had to, I absolutely would fill this up with advertising if I had to make ends meet. XLM USDT. This looks terrible. This came up on a fake out. Now it looks like a bear flag. These are fake out bear flags in a sense to me because You raise it up here and then you lower the flag. So unless we hold this, now you could have a top out at 8-9, even on any kind of move. This could be telling us this area is very bearish for XLM. This is a very bearish start to the morning. Very, very bearish after the monthly candle close. And I've given you every option, even if it was a bullish route. I've shown you what to look out for. But I gave you every single detail. If it were to break down at any point and didn't hold these levels, it's going to be a quick drop. And now we're liquidating each way. So pay very close attention with XLM. It looks like we're trying to come down to the 7-6 area now. It really does. Let's see this XLM chart here. We got rejected beautifully at 921. And we even had this weird spike up in the 30-minute that came all the way up to 10.5. Remember we talked about this rejection at 10.5? It fucked everybody and did that if you went short. It actually came up to the 10.5, which is unbelievable because this is what always happens in crypto. 4, 8, 12, 16. So about 24 hours ago, so 8 o'clock yesterday morning, we had a nice little spike, and in 10 minutes it came back down. But it ended this pattern, folks. That was the move. Just because it did it in 2 seconds and then fucking came right back down, that's a terrible move. That means the descending triangle and the bearish continuation pattern is holding true. And now let's end this on DGB. Hit that motherfucking like button. And if you really do appreciate what I do, join Tom's Army or share this on social media so more people can get in here. I get shadow banned. It's a shame because I don't share the narrative. YouTube makes it very hard for me to get through the analytics. The fact that over 15,100 of you have joined my channel and subscribed is a fucking miracle. So if you want to know why the other 15,100 subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Show me that support. They joined because I'm the most accurate in the business and I do it with my heart. DGB. This is the bear flag. We're now making our way back down and we're going to be looking at the 0065 again very, very quickly here. If we look at the USDT chart, DGB got rejected at 747 and it leads us back down. There's no other choice here. If this does reverse back down, we're going to come back down to a double bottom at 6 cents eventually here. So pay attention to what I'm saying this morning. I'm going to finish my 26th workout. I'm about 45 minutes into my 1-hour session and I'll finish it while this is uploading. So if you need some incentive, this is the start of my 6th week. I do 5 days a week of weight training. It's my 26th day. And I had broke my back when I was 23. I'm going to be 39 next month. I've had a lot of injuries. I used to be a personal trainer for a couple years before I did all my other stuff. Before I succeeded to my injuries. But now it feels great to get back in. The muscles are building up and I'm finally starting to... Last couple weeks I'm seeing a big difference in muscle definition. So from me to you, let that be motivation. And remember, pay attention to what you know, because if you're trusting somebody else, even me, over yourself, you're in it to fail. Hashtag the FUD stops here. And if you want to join me on the exchanges, BitGet, UPHOLD, or MEXC, video description below has that. Ways to donate. And also how to join Tom's Army. Stay blessed, everybody.